Hello everyone, welcome to race number 21 of 36 in the NASCAR Cup Series season 2020 revised schedule. This time out we're at Michigan, and that's going to stay the same for the next race as well. This race was 156 laps long was the official amount. Unfortunately in this game you're not able to do that, so I've decided to go with 100 instead of 200. Although I feel like I should have done 200, but that's just going to be 100 for both these Michigan races, and then we're going to run only 25% to keep it more accurate to the road course for Daytona, even though that's a little short. That's going to be the shortest race of the season, unfortunately. Then we have two Dover races. I'm pretty sure these are both 200 laps long, if not 100 or so laps. And then you have, or they're probably 300 now that I think about it. I can't remember. But then you have Daytona, and then we actually do start the playoffs. So, with that, let's just hop right on into it. Pretty short race, these next two are going to be. I'm probably going to knock them both out today and tomorrow, just so it's out of the way, since these two races are so short. We're going to run a 7 and then probably going to drop to a 6 for the actual race. Because from what I remember, this track is pretty bad out of turn 2. It's nice and out of 4 though. So I think my only big issue is going to be out of turn 2. So I don't know if I want to drop to a 6, because I feel like a 7 would work so much better, because that's just what I'm accustomed to running. So I think we might stay 7, and I just will tighten the car up a little bit when the run comes to an end. And then the brakes will just be after each stage, and then it'll be the halfway point in stage 3.
Qualifying, make it count.
I let off a lot going into turns, or going into turn 1 right there, for just really no reason, but I think we'll be fine. We can just knock down a good 3 and 4.
All right,
39.1. That's good enough for 16th. Okay. So this car is going to be mid-pack if it gets into clean air, but with the draft it'll probably be top 10 maybe. Anyways, let's just get right on into it. It's already about 10 o'clock anyway, so this race won't even be done till 11. We're not going to even read the storylines because I don't care. Green flag is in the air at Michigan for the first race around.
Careful, still there. Got a car low now. Careful, still there. Hang tight there, driver.
Oh boy, well, I didn't realize Kenseth was going to be that close on my left rear. So I thought I was going to be able to clear him down into the turn, and then I wasn't able to. So my bad.
9 lanes clear. Clear low, bud.
Oh my, there is just nothing here. I'm literally just eating so much ass right now. What the freak? Okay. So we get 29 laps in this first stage, and then I think the next one's gonna be something like 29, so we're gonna have about 30 laps completed. Or 60 laps completed by the end of the 2 stages, which would just leave us down to a 40 lap run.
Stay high up here. Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Whoa. I was wobbling a lot out of turn 2. This car does not like to exit on the bottom and then try to get to the top.
Still there. Careful, still there. Careful, still there. You're all clear up top.
Alright, up to P11. After just 5, okay, actually just after 4 laps. Looking to get into the top 10 for some easy stage points, although we're locked into the playoffs at this point. So, I mean, points really don't matter too much to me. And now we're kinda in the boring bit of the race where we're not really in a pack and no one's catching us from behind, but we're not really catching the cars in front, so we're kinda just sitting around right now. This car is a little too loose out of 2, but it's fine in 3 and 4. So maybe just a little bit down on the right rear. I don't think it needs a wedge adjustment. Just needs to go a little down the right rear. Because I'm only really experiencing looseness on exit of 2, but there's nothing, there's like not a bit of looseness anywhere else on the track. It just hits out of nowhere in 2, so. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about that, just besides, of course, going down the right rear, but if that doesn't work, I might as well just disappear at this point. Yeah, I'm not really catching these guys ahead of me. Which doesn't really surprise me too much, because I mean this is sort of a draft track. Even though I am pulling away from 12th and everybody behind, but I just don't see myself catching this big of a pack. Compared to this 2-car pack that's kind of battling right now behind me.
We got 20 more laps.
So we should be good to go for stage 1 as far as tires and fuel goes. And we should also be good for stage 2. But stage 3 is where I'd worry, because you only get 45 on a full. And it's going to be about 40 laps, so kind of just going to be if you can conserve your tires good enough. I don't think there's going to be an issue with fuel. I think we're about 5 laps so they good on fuel. So if you don't burn it too much, and then if you don't burn off the tires, you should be able to make it all the way on fuel. Or you should be able to make it without doing a stop. But a lot of factors right there that could change that. As Truex takes the lead from Kyle Busch. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to catch that front pack, and those two guys are all by themselves. There's not really a big enough pack for them to catch. What's poppin'? I feel like I'm quicker than these guys though in the corners, just don't have any speed on the straights since they have the draft, which is really hurting me. But if these guys can get spread out enough, I can start picking them off one by one, or hell, even like 2 by 2, I guess, or whatever. Just however they're lined up, if they can spread out a little more, these might be easy pickings within about 10 or so laps. I just need these guys to not work with each other right now. And I don't think Harvick is working with Logano too well. Whoa. Dang, unfortunately that's only really going on in 1 and 2, because he saw Harvick there jump to the bottom of Logano, but it's not really happening that much in 3 and 4. And that's going to make it pretty much impossible for me to catch. So, no, there. Ugh, dang it. That's the stuff you hate to see. You hate to see those two actually working together. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this. Oh, Michigan, or not. Well, I don't know where I'm going, but Logano went to the top at Michigan, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but got the run of God and managed to maintain 9th, although that's not the line you're supposed to take in 3 and 4. For what I remember at Michigan, it was the middle in 3 and 4, that was the line. Meanwhile, Harvick actually does take 9th away for a second, but Logano jumps back ahead. Yeah, where Logano is right now is where that preferred line was on the outside in 3 and 4. Just kind of right on the door and maybe a lane up. Maybe a lane or 2 up from where he was right there. As now Harvick does claim 9th from Logano. As I'm worried about hitting the wall. Trying to make sure I'm not turning the car too much on exit, but just enough to keep it from, well, just killing it, so. Anyways, we're catching these two pretty quick. We've dropped the gaps from the leaders from 8 to 6.8. And now we are pulling Logano back in as we're beginning to catch David Reagan. I think he was having a stellar run
Still there.
At New Hampshire. I think he ran top 20 or something like that. Anyways, moved into 10th.
Hard from the outside.
Gonna try and steal some stage points here from Logano if I can. Just gonna try and side draft to no avail.
Careful, still there.
Oh, whoops. The plan there was to side draft, not make contact.
Stay low, stay low.
My bad.
Alright, clear outside.
Anyways, leaders have pulled back on that gap they had on me. Before, I'm gonna guess they got caught up on traffic.
Bottom looks good. You're all clear up top.
Now we're catching Harvick here for 9th.
Careful, still there.
I don't think this car is going to win the race, but it's going to be good enough for maybe a top 10, so I'll
All
take it.
clear.
If we can just score stage points in all 3 stages here, or if we can score stage points in the 2 stages we got, that'd be enough.
Stay high, stay high. All clear. Clear high, clear high.
And now we're going to try to make our way up to Denny Hamlin, who's running 8th. We got to the top 10 a little quicker than I was expecting. I was expecting us to maybe make a run for it in the last maybe 3 or so laps, but we're in it just 7 laps before the stage break. Yeah, we burned the right rear pretty bad. And that was because of how squirrely we've been getting out of turn 2, I think, but otherwise we've been managing the tires pretty well. With Hamlin running the top there, he lost about another 2/10, I
5
think.
to go this time by.
Yeah, Hamlin running the top is getting me in a good position to take 8th in the next 3 or so laps. Hopefully before the stage ends we can get 8th. Yeah, I just saw that
Careful, still
coming.
there. All clear.
I'm gonna somehow avoid the joy. Hamlin stuck behind lap traffic. Gonna
Still there.
drop to the bottom. Take 8th.
All right, you're clear.
Come back up to the middle. Now I gotta draft Hamlin back
Stay
up
low,
with me,
stay low.
unfortunately.
All right, you're clear. Two laps to go.
2 to go in stage 1. I don't know if Hamlin is caught back up to me or whatever. I don't know if he's faster than me. I'm gonna hope and pray that he really isn't that much quicker. But I think he's faster. Anyways, coming on to turn number 4, we're gonna take the white flag for stage 1. Truex the leader. I think he's followed up by Kyle Busch,
All
and
right,
then I
let's
don't know
go.
after
White
that.
flag.
But we drove our way up from 16th to 8th. Although it was a little bit of a struggle trying to get into the top 10. We were stuck in 11th for most of the stage. But in the last 8 to 10 laps, we managed to get ourselves into the top 10 and, more importantly, into a good stage scoring position. As we come out of turn number 4, Truex wins the stage, and we're going to get 8th, and we are now on to our first break of the stream. BJ McLeod, I beg your pardon? We're going to pretend like we didn't just see BJ McLeod get 5th. Because it didn't happen. Anyways, we'll be back at 10:32. We'll say 10:32. Just chugging down some soda, don't mind me. Drinking my pop. Alright, we are at the time of 10:32. So, let's hop back into it. Like I said, BJ McLeod in 5th is not right. I don't like that much. I'm gonna drop the right rear down to 50 maybe, keep the wedge, everything else looks fine. But here we go, start of stage number 2, we're rolling off 8th. And green flag back in the air for stage number 2 in Michigan.
Got one inside.
Up in the 3rd gear, coming up to 4th gear. Just gonna side draft a little bit on Blaney so that way we can kind of try and pass him on the outside. Try not to choke the middle, or I guess the outside line here.
Inside.
Gonna push Bell down the straight.
Still there.
Gonna just try and slide my way into the middle. I dove it in hard, trying to get some positions out of that. And I wound up losing more than gaining. So I think I lost about 3 right there.
Still there. Still there.
Yeah, I'm kind of just stuck right now.
Inside.
Whoa, oh, I'm sorry, Harvick. I just got stupid
Careful.
loose.
Still there.
Let's see if I can
Car there on the inside.
calm the car down just a little bit.
High lane's clear. Clear low, bud.
Alright, we've cleared Harvick. We're going 205 down the
Clear all
straight.
around.
Wow, I'm actually looser in this stage. Like, I'm loose off the bat.
Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. That was a great lap. Stay low. Stay low. Still there. Bottom looks good.
My name's Gavin.
Still
Paul.
there. Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Alright, clearing Hamlin. Get him out of here.
Not. It is busy.
Got a car low now. All right, clear low.
Or JG.
Inside. You're all clear on the bottom.
What is up, bro?
What's up? And I haven't played with you guys in a while, but hope to maybe play with you and Little Wrangler again sometime.
Inside.
Hamlin is just knocking on my door, and I couldn't.
Stay high, stay
He
high.
forced his way in. This car
Haven't you
takes
talked
off.
since July in that Heat 4 farewell stream?
Car there on your outside.
Yeah. This car just takes off so bad on the short run. Like, it just doesn't go at all.
Got a car low now. All right, you're clear. Car
You
outside.
could join the league low.
I could, but I have a job now, so I don't think that would be something I could do.
Still there. All clear.
Which is kind of the reason why these streams are getting later and
Nice.
later. Because I
21
start
laps. No mistakes here.
working pretty early in the afternoons, or I'm working pretty late
Didn't
in
you
the
know that
evenings.
clearly?
Yeah, this car just takes off awful on the on the short run, but it's not too bad on the long run. I think it's better than most on the long run. Anyone's got the run out of hell.
Well, I hope you like your job. I saw you were live, thought I'd stop and say hi.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you did stop by. And good to see you in the chat. Leading this pack with Logano and Hamlin behind me. See, now my car's starting to go a little bit better. Like, I think it's starting to really take off. It just doesn't do any good out of 2 on the short run, but I think it's starting to get a bit better. So we're gonna hit halfway through stage 2. Yeah, not much is going on. You got Hamlin catching little by little. Logano is getting pretty much right on his rear. And then there's a big pack. It's good ways back.
Laps to go.
There's 10 more to go on the stage. Yeah, it seems like the closest I can get up to them is about 9/10, and then they begin to sort of pull away, I guess. Yeah, David Reagan kind of just chilling on the bottom again. Oh no, that just sort of choked up the two in front, but not that bad. I thought that was a major checkup for those two ahead of me. What the heck is he
Careful,
doing?
still there. You're all clear on the bottom.
Gonna try and
5 laps to
hold
go.
on. As the lapped car is blocking the two ahead, but Hamlin is chasing me down. If I can just catch that draft. No, not from Gone. I don't want Gone's draft.
Still there.
Yeah, I don't think Hamlin's gonna be able to get that to stick for him. Also, that middle line carried a lot more speed than I was expecting.
Stay
Whoa,
high,
here it
stay high.
is. Oh boy. We were 4 wide for maybe about
Hold your line. Stay high.
0.2
Clear
seconds.
low, bud.
Oh, these lappers are gonna
Careful,
be
still there.
the determiners of who gets through it and who doesn't.
Still
Boyer
there.
is gonna
All
take
clear.
7th away. I'm gonna take 8th for now.
Clear
This
high, bud.
Fincham is holding up Bell. Guys, if we can get that one last spot. I did not mean to go down this low.
Are there on your outside?
Alright, well, 2 to go on the stage.
Careful, still there.
Martin Truex Jr. looking to take both stages this race. Meanwhile, I'm looking to get 7th or 8th.
Careful, still there. Still there. All right, you're clear.
And coming out of 4, white flag in the air for stage 2.
Last lap, hit your mark.
And after this lap, it's going to be time for the second break of the screen. Looks like I'm going to be able to beat out Clint. So out of turn number 4, it looks like it's going to be P7 for stage 2. So 7th and 8th in the stages.
Top 10 that stage. That's worth a few points.
And BJ McLeod got 4th. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but BJ McLeod actually could win this thing. If that's bad. That is like the worst sentence I've ever uttered in my life. Anyways, time to take another break. We'll be back at 10:55. Alright. Break time is up. Back to the race we go. So a little more down. I think we can go about 0.1 on the wedge. Don't want to go too far up because I feel like if we go too far up, we're not going to have much turning on entry.
Alright, you're coming to the green.
And I feel like the
ready.
turning right now on entry is almost perfect. It's so close. So let's see, 38 to go
Careful, still there.
in the race. So in 19 laps will be the break, and then we're going to finish this thing up. So next break is going to be actually 20 laps from now, as we have to save the car there as we're on the apron.
Careful, still there.
And now we're 3.
Gotta
Had
go
a
high
little
now.
bobble, whoa, had a little bit of a bobble, and that's going to cost us maybe a position here or two. These
All
things are
clear.
starting to get crazy up front. They're 3 wide. I don't know which line to choose. Oh, I wanted to be on the bottom,
Got
yikes.
one inside.
That was a
Clear
lot of
down low.
extra lifting I didn't want to have to do.
Still there.
And back down to the bottom. Went to the middle there for a second to see if we can get anything out of it from sending it, and answer
That
was
a
no, we
great
couldn't.
lap. Hold your line. Got one outside.
I don't want to
That was a
hit
great lap.
tricks there trying to get the draft.
Still there. Hold your line. Got one outside.
No, a little bit of a wobble. Out of 2 there. That's where I've been wobbling a lot, to be fair.
Careful, still there.
Oh, wow. That was a perfect line by Truex.
Still there.
And quite honestly, a terrible line by me. So we got Christopher Bell running just behind me. And now it's Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell behind me, running 5th and 6th.
Careful, still there. Excellent lap. Good job. Stay on the bottom.
So it looks like we're 6 to the good right now on fuel. And we're just gonna cut up and just clear Newman. I saw Keselowski hit the wall just a tiny bit out of 2. I don't think it ruined his momentum all that much though.
Careful, still there.
So we did a 38.6 that lap. 38,575. Kozlowski to the lead, but Truex with that top line run is going to take it back. Yeah, I was pretty close from dying right there, because getting on the gas too early would have had me spun. I think Kyle Busch might be a little quicker right now, but I don't know.
Caution.
And the caution comes out. So I think the plan here is to pit, have fresher tires than everyone. But that's it, that just drops us down a lot more than I want to go, but that's okay, I think. We can sacrifice the track position for now.
We're going green. Be ready here. Green flag, green flag.
We're now down to 24 laps to go on the restart. We got a ways to go, I think, so
Still there.
I can just be patient with it. Be up front in no time. The goal is to at least get back into the top 6.
All clear. Still there. All clear. Still there.
And we're 4 wide, okay.
You're all clear up top. Got a car high now. All right, you're clear. Careful, still there. Still there.
Well, at least I know now that if there were like a green-white checkered type of situation, I could gain up to 11 spots.
Careful, still there.
Probably, so.
All clear. Stay low. Clear high, bud.
Yeah, I'm still not where I want to be.
All clear.
Oh, dang it, Suarez, I didn't expect
Inside.
you to
Close
try
clear.
and just completely clear the bottom. I thought you were gonna go maybe a lane up. So that way I could have had the bottom to myself. Up to 13th. Working up to Suarez in 12th.
Careful, still there. 20 more laps. No mistakes here. You're all clear up top.
Okay, looks like we have to use the top.
Careful, still there. Bottom's clear.
Into P10. No. Alright, so this is where the brake is. So I'll take it down the back stretch. Just kind of want to leave off with the intervals and another 5-minute break. So 11:12 is when we're getting back in. Then we'll finish this thing up. Alright. Final 19 laps, let's get her done. Yeah, the goal is to get back to 6th at best. And then try and make my way up from there.
Careful, still there. Clear high, bud. Still there. Still there. Clear high, clear high. Car on the outside now. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. Clear all
And
around.
now we've made it to the goal after that.
Car there on your outside.
And now
You're
we're
all
just
clear
gonna
up
try
top.
and gain from here. I'd have to hope for another caution at this point, but I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if I don't get one. Holy hell, where did Keselowski come from? Okay, so I'm not too sure what's happening, but Keselowski has caught us.
10 laps to go.
So we aren't really catching anymore. Kind of just falling backwards.
Got a car low now. All right, you're clear. Got a car low now.
Oh, had to overcorrect. Also, it was Kozlowski's death that we were gonna see there in living color. Yeah, the car was so badly loose. It's just so terrible around cars on exit of
Stay
2.
high up here.
It usually, I mean, it wobbles a little bit, but it's not, it has never been that bad before.
Careful, still there. Still there. Careful, still there. Got a car low now.
What in the hell are you doing, Belle? Why are you diving it in to my frickin' rear? Just go to the bottom with Hamlin if you're gonna do that crap.
Stay low. All right, you're clear.
So looks like this is a 7th to 8th place car.
Careful, still there. You're all clear up top. Inside. Careful, still there. Still there. Got one inside.
Five to go.
Still there.
Almost had a lift because the car was starting to hit the apron. I hate having to back out of the throttle.
Still there.
I can't believe how much I
Careful, still there.
Coming up for 7th again. This battle I don't think is over yet.
Careful, still there. Clear all around. Car outside. Hold your line. All right, you're clear.
3 to go. We got a pack of 3 right here. All of us vying for the 7th. Or no, it's a pack of 4. It's 7th through 10th in this one pack.
Still there.
Coming down to 2 to go
Still there.
as we hit the
All
stripe.
right, you're clear. 2 this time by.
We come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And the leader is exiting turn 4, so this will take us down to the white flag at the first Michigan race. Got another 100 lapper, and I'm going to do that tomorrow
Careful,
probably.
still there. All clear.
Make it a
White
true
flag is in
doubleheader.
the air.
We come out of turn number 2 and down the back straight away for the final time in this race. Truex into 3, coming out of turn number 4. He's gonna win it at Michigan. We're gonna take, it looks like P7. So we don't mess up here.
Careful, still there.
Just gonna
Clear
cut
low.
through. And
All
yep,
right, clear
P7.
outside. Nice work with the top 10.
Yeah, as I figured, 7th to 8th place car, and that's exactly where we finished, 7th to 8th place. Still the points leader after that, but we have Blaney, me, and Truex as the 3 different winners. Truex, though, was the quickest, I think, throughout the entirety of that race, so not too surprised he won that one. But I need to go to sleep. So pretty much just gonna get in and then go to bed. Alright, so anyways, next race up, we have our next 100 lapper at Michigan. Like I said, that will be done tomorrow, pretty much right after I get out of school. Then we're gonna do 50 at Daytona, so that also might be done tomorrow because that's a short race. And then the two Dover races are gonna have to wait until some other day, and then we're gonna have the 160 at Daytona. So that is gonna be it for me. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.